I'm Simon Dewsbury, PGA staff professional here at Belmont Country Club. In today's video we're going to look at warm-up routines and what we can do if we've only got a limited time before we actually tee off. So we're going to look at what we can do in terms of maybe a couple of little chipping and pitching drills before we actually get to the first tee. Let's go. Really don't have time to get to the range itself before you do tee off. You really want to just make sure that you're focusing on the putting and the chipping. By and large, your golf swing itself isn't going to change drastically from a good day to a bad day. It may feel a little different, but the realities of it are that it's not going to change a huge amount. So if you've only got 10 minutes before your tee time, don't come down to the range. Go and hit some little chip shots, hit some pitch shots. Make sure that you're dialing in your feel for your 15, 20, 30, 40 yard pitch shots. So that is realistically the area that you need to spend time in order to make sure that you can play to your full potential. All right, so we've just done our brief warm-up stretching exercises and worked through the full swing. We're going to now go up and dial in our short game and our putting, so our feel for our distances, both with the chipping, pitching, and on the putting green. Make sure that that's all good to go, ready to go to the first tee. All right, so we're just going to now go and do a little bit of chipping, get a feel for the swing itself in terms of the size that we have the feel to hit it different distances, so 5, 10, 15, 20 yards. Got my 4 wedges there, from my lob wedge through to my sand wedge gap and down to my pitching wedge. And we're just going to step a few golf balls off. We don't have a huge amount of time, so all we're going to do is get a few golf balls out, maybe hit 2 or 3 balls with each club and get some feel for the short game shots. All right, now just coming back to the short game here, we've obviously got 3 different flag positions, and in terms of relevance to the golf course, we would obviously be wanting to try and feel as though we're chipping the golf ball into the hole or getting it as close to us, close to the hole as possible. But in terms of the practice itself, I would actually be tempted to feel like I'm going to use those flags as well, not only as an end result, but also as target points for where I want the golf ball to land. And that again is going to give me different feels. So if I was short-sighted myself here, my options are going to be to try and land it either in the fringe with all the dew on the ground, just onto the green, and figure out how the golf ball is going to react and finish by that flag. But if the flag was maybe another 4 or 5 yards, or not even that far on, 2 or 3 paces further on beyond its actual point now, I might be tempted to use that as a landing point. So although it looks like I've actually missed that 3 paces beyond the flag, if I was actually using the hole right now as a landing zone, how is my golf ball reacting beyond that point where nobody's been really walking around the hole? Again, if I was going to go over to the one on the right hand side, could I then play that low running shot with my lob wedge and hold the face angle down? This is quite a tight lie. Would I realistically want to try and hit a high lobby shot and take a divot out of it? Probably not, but at least it's giving me the option of seeing how that golf ball is going to react. And now from that point on, I'd be tempted to switch out to, this is my gap wedge, land it closer to me and let it release down. So I'm giving myself options in terms of where my landing zones are. I'm just trying to learn what the golf ball is going to do when it reacts on the green, when it lands on the green, how it's going to react, and give myself my best opportunity to get the ball in the hole. The good thing about having the dew on the ground is that it does actually give me a track mark, so I can begin to see how the golf ball is rolling down the hills with right to left or left to right break as it's slowing down, so it would give me an idea on what the return putt would do. So when I end up going over to the putting green, I'm already beginning to dial in my eyesight. Just a touch strong. So that one grabbed. So let's just open the face a little bit on this one, play it a little bit further down the green so some of that moisture is taken out of it. The ball doesn't have to roll through as much. And then just aim a little bit further left so the slope can then bring it down towards the flag. So a couple of minutes, no more really, if I don't have that time. Just try and feel out my shots, my different options, high shots, low shots. Finishing by the flag or using the flag as a landing zone and seeing how the golf ball would react as it goes to an imaginary target that's just a little bit further on. But it's all about beginning to dial in my feel for my shots and what I would expect when I'm out on the golf course. And now I'm ready to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you've got any comments, leave them down below. Any suggestions for future videos as well, we really appreciate the input.